Mr. President, there are facts, reports of maiming, hacking of limbs, raping women, and killing children. If you're not responsible, who is responsible?
Well, look, let's look at wars across Africa. If we look at wars across Africa, there have been reasons. There have been countries that have invaded other countries, occupied them for some time. Their troops have left on the African continent. Things happen in those countries. In my case, there were no Liberian troops that went across the border. It was a fact. I said it publicly. ECOWAS knew. I knew Foday Sankoh for many years.
What kind of relationship do you have with him?
Well, Foday Sankoh, I got to know Foday Sankoh many years ago when his men and my men trained together in a particular country in the same camp. That's how I got to know Foday Sankoh.
Were you close to him?
Well, yes. I'm not going to deny Foday Sankoh was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine. I had no need to help Foday Sankoh because Foday Sankoh was trained by a country. He was financed by a country and armed by that country. And Liberia and Charles Taylor did not have the means to assist him, because if I had the means, I would probably be in Monrovia right now. Okay, how does a country, again, with less than $100 million budget, not fight its own war, but is capable of training, quote-unquote, arming and financing another country? It's not possible. But there's another very important thing that I see as obstructionist in this process. Look, let's take an extreme case as Milosevic, who was guilty of crimes against his people. Charles Taylor if Charles Taylor is a wicked, cruel man, my wickedness and cruelty must also manifest itself where? In Liberia. It's impossible to say this guy is only wicked to others, but he leaves his own people. But Milosevic was taken to a court outside of Yugoslavia for crimes that he should have committed in Yugoslavia. But if you look at it and you say to a Liberian president, we're going to take you across the border to another country, place you in a jail indefinitely, because this is what it would amount to for what you may have done in that country, and that country will try you. You bring perpetual confusion between Liberia and Sierra Leone. There could be another war. It's a way of keeping Africans divided. There is a West African court. If